Integrity. It's with us the moment we get out of bed. It's more than a word. It's a way of life. Giving 100% every day because we care. Care about precision, about value, and about our customers. It's because of integrity, the integrity ingrained in our team, that MI Windows and Doors delivers so much more than just products. It starts with people, a people-first way of thinking that is the backbone of our culture. Since the beginning in 1947, our founders cared about delivering the best product and service to our customers. And that ideal of going above and beyond is still ingrained in our culture. We live it every day. We approach our business with a family-first attitude. It's not uncommon for a son to work side by side with his dad, passing on that sense of pride, accomplishment in what you do. Here, everyone feels like family. From the plant floor to our enduring partnerships with our customers and our commitment to giving back to our community, we take every interaction personally. We strive to get it right every time. In everything we do, it's all part of our relentless pursuit of 100%. From our precision-built windows engineered to last, to on-trend colors and styles that homeowners are asking for, quality is built into every step of the manufacturing process and relentlessly tested to ensure they stand up to the toughest environments. Success means getting it right. Every detail, every time, packed and shipped with care. It all adds up to make sure we deliver an experience that's always 100% trouble-free. Again and again in homes across America. MI, we're so much more than a window.
We're going to re-kick it. Possibly this time going to kick it on the ground. Split kick it. Ball's going to go to Ramberger. He's got a crease. And he's out over a corner. Back to normal. Boyer, quick move. Airs fake. He pulls. He breaks through the center of the Cardinal defense. Makes another guy miss. And he's still running hard. That's where the kid's ball going into his body and it just bounced away. Lining her under duress and oh man! Oh, in the fourth quarter, Trojan faithful not liking that play call. Lining her back in the game, and he's going to wish he's taking the sideline title since 2009. Coach Tom DiFrancesco on the sideline. Hold the coach, says they're going to hold Trojan under 35 points here. There's going to put one off.
Never land.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Veterans Memorial Field, Trojan Stadium, where tonight your Upper Dauphin area Trojans will go for a District 3 Class AA title, which would be the first in school history. I'm joined tonight by my broadcast partner, Dawson Klinger, Colton Zerby, Noah Lucas on the camera. We also have Logan Manofsky over there helping us out on camera as well tonight. And, of course, on the production truck, Caleb Shade keeping things going for us. He'll have replays for us of all the big plays and scores. So, the Trojans will be facing off with Delone Catholic tonight, team that they actually faced last year, Dawson, in the District 3 semifinals. We traveled down to McSherrystown. That was actually on a Saturday afternoon, if you remember that one right. And the Delone Catholic Squires were able to get the best of UDA that night, or that afternoon, excuse me. So the Trojans are getting ready to take the field. We're going to switch over. And here come the Trojans. As we mentioned tonight, taking on the Delone Catholic Squires. The Delone Catholic came in as the number 3 seed. They started the year off, Dawson, 0-3, and have proceeded to win 8 straight ball games. So definitely a team on a hot streak. Of course, the Trojans are 11-0, have won 11 straight. But let's talk about those first 3 games that they had. Dawson, what do you have for us?
They lost against Trinity 23-8. They lost against York Suburban 42-14, and they lost against Steelton 35-28. So
0-3 start, and then they proceed to win 8 straight with wins over Yorkville Tech, Littlestown, Biglerville, Bermudian Springs, and when you're looking at quality wins, that's got to be a quality win there. Bermudian Springs typically one of the better teams in Class AAA. I believe they were the A seed this year and were finished maybe 6-4, but they're traditionally a pretty tough program. They did beat Fairfield pretty handily, a team that our TVL counterpart Millersburg knocked off last week to win a District 3 championship. They beat York Catholic and then Hanover. And, of course, last week they pulled up the big win against Steelton High Spire, getting a little revenge from that Week 3 loss early in the year.
In last week's game, they started out behind 14-0 and came back to rally and win the game in the last about 2 minutes of the fourth quarter with 2 big touchdowns, a pick 6 and I believe a 50-plus yard touchdown.
They amassed almost 600 yards rushing in that game against Steel High. So, which brings us to taking a look at some statistics for the Delone Catholic football team. They are led offensively. 2 main weapons is they have a tough running back there, Joe Hernandez. He's a senior, 6 foot, 880 pounds. He's just about to crack the 1,000-yard barrier. He's got 111 carries for 952 yards on the season. Joining him in the backfield is the fullback, junior, 5'9", 205 pounds, Josh Fulton. He's got 910 yards on the season with 156 carries. At quarterback, you have Kevin Mowry. He's a senior, 5'10", 180 pounds. He's 60 for 113 on the year, so they don't throw the ball a whole lot, but he does have 949 yards passing thus far on the season. Also, they have a slot back, Tate Nieder. He's a junior, 5'10", 175 pounds. He got 51 carries for 529 yards. So Squires definitely like to do things on the ground and ground and pound type of team. Their leading receiver has 16 receptions for 325 yards. That's 5'11", 175-pound senior Gabe Lee. So those are some guys to keep your eyes out for tonight. Offensively, we're about going to cross the offensive line for the Squires. Doss.
The offensive line, they have Gage Wadasane, Mike O'Brien, Ryan Overdorf, Austin Staub, and Nick Roft.
Looking across the size going that cross the line, you have 210. Wilderson is a 6 foot, 210-pound sophomore. O'Brien, senior, 5'9", 165. At center is Overdorf. He's only 165 pounds as well. But Staub, 210, and Groff, 215. So a little bit of size at the ends of the line, but a little small at the guard and center position for the Squires. So we'll see if the talented Trojan defensive front can have their way with that offensive line. Let's take a look at the Squires defensive starters real quick as we're waiting for the national anthem. The captains are actually going out to the middle of the field right now. We get some numbers here for you for the Squires. Read those off for me. Doss.
Number 6, number 7.
Number 7's Gabe Lee.
Number 28 and number 76.
28 is Joe Hernandez, and 76 is Austin Staub. And, of course, Kevin Mowry, the number 5, is the other captain for.
It looks like Delone lost to Austin, is going to receive.
So Delone, the Trojans won the toss, and they deferred. So Delone Catholic is going to start with the ball. And what my anticipation tonight, Dawson, is I believe that the Squires are really going to try and control the tempo of this game and control that clock. We'll step away from the national anthem right now. And welcome back as we are set to kick off. And just a note, tonight we won't have any halftime performances or no pregame performances. The Squires band is not here this evening, and the Trojan marching band down in Florida. We know a couple of them are tuned in listening, so hope they had a good time today. We saw them on Facebook today marching through Disney World there, so hope they're having a good time down in Orlando. I bet they're a little warmer than us, Doss.
They must be living a dream down there.
So, the Squires are going to start with the ball, and as I mentioned, Doss, what I really think the Squires are going to try and do here is really control the tempo on the ground and try and chew up as much clock as possible and limit the Trojan possessions in this ball game for them to have a chance.
Well, if I was my main target on defense would definitely be Brendan McAllister on the defensive line. But you also have Hayden Bellis to back him up too. So a little difficulty the line might face tonight with two decently small players in their interior. Looks like Bellis is going to do the kicking duties again tonight. He's been doing it the last several weeks. And we are underway. And ominous start to the game as the ball is kicked out of bounds. So it went out of bounds at about the 20. We'll see if the Squires decide to have the Trojans re-kick it or if they'll take the ball
Bellis' kick sails out of bounds
at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35.
And looks like they're going to make them re-kick it.
Oberhoffen will re-kick.
Can't say I would agree if that decision if I'm a Squire coach. The Trojans just spent their energy running down the field. Let's make them re-kick it, and a lot of times that happens, Dawson, you get a big play.
Again, Bellis,
yeah, you see it happen pretty often here. But a lot of teams take it past our 40 on the kick return, so we just don't really kick it as deep as we'd like to.
For you as you're tuning in, we'd like to thank MI Doors and Windows for our scoreboard link as they provide that for us. We appreciate their support in all of our broadcasts. This time, Bellis is going to kick it on the ground. And again, it goes out of bounds. This time at the 24-yard line.
I thought he touched it before it went out of bounds there. But
it looked like he was going to touch it.
If his foot was out of bounds, it counts as the ball being out of bounds. It's dictated in the rule.
The Zebras are right there, though, so I think he had a good view of it, Doss.
Yeah.
And they're going to make him re-kick it again. This time we're going to kick it from the 35-yard line. So, not quite the start we were anticipating for this District 3 championship game.
Very boring start.
Let's see if we can get something going this time.
I wonder if there's ever been two starting kickoff penalties.
I don't know if I've ever seen it. I don't know if I've ever seen it either, Dawes. It might be a first.
Put that down in the record books.
And this one's kicked straight down the pike, fielded cleanly. And the Squires are definitely going to get some good field position to start the ball game off.
Hernandez takes it across the
as Joe Hernandez brings the ball out to about the 47-yard line. And that's where we will start our first possession for Delone at their own 47-yard line. Squires break the huddle.
First and 10 for Delone from their own 47.
Two receivers set. Going to go off tackle.
Handoff goes to Nieder, picks
and
up
that's
3 yards.
Tate Nieder, who tries the right side of the Delone Catholic line, and he'll pick up about 2 yards on the play. Nice tackle there by Stephen Heck, one of the seniors on this defensive front that has only one underclassman in it. This time they'll go wing to the bottom of your screen. Looks like Mallory's changing things up a little bit. He sees something he wanted to change up. This time it's going to be a straight give ahead to the fullback. And that's going to be a short gain for Fulton. And look like they're going to spot it at the 48-yard line of UDA. So Delone able to creep into Trojan territory for the first time this evening.
I'd say most likely four down territory.
Again, Delone with the double wing set. Man comes in motion. Going to fake it to him. They got a man open there, and that's a nice pass by Delone. As the ball looked like it was fumbled there at the end, but it will go out of bounds. But the Squires are going to be able to pick up a first down, so little play action there. Nice play design by Delone, and they're able to move the chains and keep the clock running.
I've always really not liked the rule where the ball carrier fumbles it out of bounds and the offense retains possession.
This time, going to go back. They're going to try the left-hand side. It looked like it was Hernandez this time, and nothing doing there. It's a Trojan defensive front. It seems to be up to the task to this point.
So far, it looks like Delone didn't look at enough tape. I think they need to pass the ball a lot more often than run it.
Delone is a team. They do like to ground and pound. This time, two-back set. Going to roll out. Mallory does like to run, and he's got a big gain. He's still on his feet, and he's in for the Squire touchdown. And just like that, Delone Catholic's up 6-0 with 9:53 to go in the first quarter. This will be a little unfamiliar territory for the Trojans as they have not trailed this early in a ball game at all this year. So we'll see how the Trojans are able to bounce back. Delone does have a kicker, so they're going to kick the extra point. Good snap, the ball's up, kick is up, and it's good. So with 9:53 to go in the first quarter, Delone takes an early lead here in Elizabethville. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Trojan Sports Network.
For the very best in Italian cuisine and great tasting pizzas, there's just one place to go. JoJo's Pasta and Pizza House. There's something on our menu for everyone, including burgers and wings. We're open 7 days a week and all our food is made to order. Enjoy our friendly atmosphere when you dine in or order takeout to bring home a fantastic Italian meal. And let us make your next event something special with our catering services. Learn more by contacting JoJo's Pasta and Pizza House today.
And welcome back as Delone set the kick off here as they sport a 7-0 lead. And they're set to kick off here to the Trojans. Ramberger and Ayers back deep for UDA. I like the idea of having our two best players on the return team here at Dawson.
And I'd assume you're going to see pretty deep kicks tonight. I don't think Delone wants them to get anywhere in plus territory to stall off their drives. They know it's pretty impossible to stop them.
Ball's a little bit of wind problem. The ball's having a difficult time staying on the tee. So they'll bring the little guy in there, number 10. That's Rydell Noel. He's a 5'6". He's listed 145 pounds. I think somebody might have been stepping on the scale to help him get that 145 pounds. He looks a little smaller than that dog.
Yeah. Maybe he had the pads on.
Maybe. So here we are. We're set to kick off. Well,
it's going to be a false start, possibly.
I think the ball might have moved a little bit as he was holding it. They're going to bring him back again. No flag on the play, though. No laundry on the field.
You'd hope to see that the whole game from the Trojans. Be nice to see some
This might have been
flags.
the longest we went. I just thought of that, Doss. We're almost 3 minutes in and no penalties.
No, we already had two.
Oh, we did have two. That's right. The kickoff. They don't count. I forgot about those.
Yeah, before the game started. we had
Yeah,
two.
right. My bad. Special teams. Here we go. All right, we're going to kick it deep. And that'll be Ayers. And he'll have a nice return out to the 35-yard line. So good kick by the Squires, but the Trojans able to get nice yardage on that, and they'll start with great field position here. 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 Trojans from their own 36.
So Boyer's coming in late. He's going to go to the top of your screen. It's like we have Motter Cleveland at the bottom here. Motter at the slot. Ayers fakes. He pulls it early. And here we go. Trojans with a big gain on 1st down as Ayers picks up 20 yards on the first play of the ball game.
I'll tell you what, Delone can score as much as they want, but they still got to face our offense. I feel confident enough saying that we probably the best offense overall in the district.
So right off the bat, Ayers pulls the first one, takes it off the left-hand side, and gets a big gain. You would think that the Squires would have been maybe keying him to start the game, but no doing there. Again, Ayers from the pistol. This time he's going to give it to the up man. That's Lentz. Ramberger, excuse me. Apologize. That is Ramberger in at fullback to start the game.
And the thing with our offense is you can't take away one player. I guess you could, but you still got 3 other people to worry about. You take away Macklin, you have to worry about Jake, Dalton, Hunter, Cade, and it's the same way for all the other players.
All right, so here we go. Ayers from the pistol. This time he pulls it again. And a nice job there by number 57. That's Michael O'Brien, the 5'8", 175-pound junior. Did a nice job of stringing that out and making a pretty decent open field tackle there. Ayers able to pick up We'll give him 3 on that play. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 4, but certainly in 4-down territory for our Trojans.
Definitely, but you got to get a little creative here because they can pretty much assume a run here since they have 2 plays to work with.
Here we go. Ayers rides Motter, and he pulls it. And he is down inside the 10-yard line, actually inside the 5, the way it looks.
There's a whole lot of orange pom-poms going on this side.
There is a whole lot of orange pom-poms, and the pom-poms are filling the stands thanks to the student council who supplied those for the fans this evening. So stands are pretty full over here on the Trojan side. A little thin over there on the Delone Catholic side. The Squire faithful maybe staying home and avoiding a trek over the mountains. Ayers this time going to give it to Ramberger.
Got to about the 2, looked like.
Handoff goes to Ramberger.
And he is going to be stopped.
5-yard line, tripped up by number 24, Niederer.
We'll call it the 3-yard line there. So Trojans are faced with a 2nd down and goal from the 3.
2nd and goal for the Trojans.
7:32 and counting.
Both offenses moving pretty quickly.
They are. They both like to get out of the huddle quickly. Good point there, Dawson. This time Ayers pulls it, and he's in for a Trojan touchdown.
For the Trojan touchdown. Delone Catholic 7, Upper Dalton 6.
So something that we haven't seen a lot early this year is usually we see the Trojans kind of working Ramberger, working Boyer, and then you'll pop Ayers loose. But the Trojans kind of going right to the well immediately as Ayers having a bunch of carries early here for UDA, Dawson.
Yeah, and I think you should expect a high-scoring game, almost like the Monday Night Football game last year between the Rams and the Chiefs.
Everybody taking the over tonight here at Trojan Stadium. Trojans will go for 2 as they traditionally have done all season long.
I think I'm going to call a Philly special right here.
Macklin is at quarterback. He's going to hand off to the up back, and he's easily in for the 2-point conversion. And the Trojans are going to take an 8-7 lead with 7:18 remaining in the first quarter. We're going to step away. You're watching the Trojan Sports Network.
Crotcher Hardware is located on Main Street in Elizabethville, Pennsylvania. They have anything that you need to get the projects done around your house. We are open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have what you need from growing your garden to house repairs to painting or removing snow from your driveway. For more information, contact us at 717-362-8326 or come in and talk to one of our employees for all your hardware.
And welcome back to the Trojan Broadcast Network. We are happy to bring you this District 3 championship game. We'd like to mention some of our sponsors throughout the season that we've had.
Hayden Bellis out to kick for the Trojans. Niederer and Hernandez to return.
We've got MI Windows and Doors, JoJo's Pizza, Lentz Electric has helped make these broadcasts possible. Crotcher's Hardware, the Gratz VFW, Pine Creek Structures, and Shade Electric 2.
Ain't nothing doing right there. Good open kill tackle by the Trojans.
Great job by the special teams there. Delone's going to start with the ball at the 22-yard line.
And that's the problem with letting these balls go. You need to just pick them up and run. I mean, these players are expecting them to go out of bounds, but they need to just pick it up and run.
So here we go. Delone's second possession of the game. Both teams able to score on their first drive. Trojan defense doing a nice job of stopping the run as Hernandez tries, Fulton the fullback that time. He'll pick up, we'll call it a short 3, so we'll be about 2nd down and a long 7 here. But the center of the Trojan defense doing an excellent job right now, Dawes.
Yeah, definitely on front. They're getting a good push against the run.
This time, Mallory, a lot of play fakes there. But Kerstetter, number 67, doing a nice job there, reading his keys and making a great play.
Kyle Kerstetter.
only giving up 3 yards on that play. So it'll be 3rd down and 5 for Delone.
They do have a good punter to flip fields, but the biggest thing here on defense is they're getting the push on the run. And Kyle, who has had some problems pushing up to the gap to fill in the run game, has been doing really well the last 3 games.
This time, Squires being a pistol. And it's going to be to Hernandez off the left-hand side, and he's going to be stopped for little gain. He may have gotten to the 29-yard line, so that's going to bring up a 4th down and about 3 for the Squires, and they're going to punt this one away. So the second possession for Delone stalls early, and the Trojan defense is up to the task.
Watch a fake here.
No pressure on the punt. Nice high punt. And that ball is fortunately fielded by Ramberger. Very lucky that ball didn't bounce off the ground. So, but Trojan's going to start with great field position again. And the ball's going to be spotted at the
36, 37 looks like.
37-yard line. So Trojans again starting with great field position. Again, you got to wonder if the Trojans have a few guys nicked up. Lentz, not in fullback like he has been the last couple of weeks. Motter in there to tailback, and Ramberger at fullback. This time, Ramberger with a big run up the middle.
Ramberger picks up 9, tackled by Fulton and Niederer.
So he's going to pick up huge yards on 1st down. Might be a good time for some play-action pass here and take a shot down the field if the Trojan play caller, Coach Rick Stewart, the offensive coordinator.
And like you're saying about play action here, for Delone Catholic on the other end, you see them with the play action pass. The Trojans kind of have to fear that because you got good linebackers, but sometimes it's really hard to cover the play action.
Keep an eye on Ramberger here. Lentz is checked in at fullback. Watch the play action pass, and they do give it to Lentz. And he's going to barrel his way forward, and he's going to pick up a Trojan 1st down.
Very good timing there.
And the pom-poms are rocking here at Trojan Stadium, Doss.
Looks like the Steelers' terrible towel's gone.
So Trojans 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line, about to enter into Delone territory for the 2nd time this evening. This time it's going to go.
Brought down in the backfield by number
Looked like it was going to go to Lentz, but he pulled it. But Delone did a nice job that time of staying home and going to take Ayers down for a loss of about 4 yards on the play.
The RPOs that the Trojans run are really hard to stop, but you'll probably see that Delone Catholic's going to do a good job. Stealing runs a pretty good RPO, and they do have a really good pass game as well. So
that was a nice job that time. Number 36 for Delone did a great job. His responsibility was the quarterback, and he stayed with it. That was Ryan Myers, senior, 5'11", 180 pounds. This time Ayers, this time pulls. He's going to fire one. He's got a man open, and he's just overthrown as Boyer was the intended receiver. He did have a step on the defensive back, but ball just a little off target, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 13 for UDA. Don't believe we're in 4-down territory in this situation, Doss.
No, I'd say you want to try and run a play-action play here. You're not going to get 13 yards in the run, most likely. But possibly that scissors play that was very deadly against Williams Valley.
Or keep an eye out for that infamous draw play that the Trojans like to run. This time, Ayers rolls to his right. He fires. And
Ayers pass incomplete.
The ball's going to be incomplete.
Number 7, Gabe Lee in coverage brings up a 4th down and 13.
So both teams then driving and having great possessions on their first possession, but second possessions both stalling out here for the Squires and the Trojans.
Number 4, Tyler Cleveland out to punt for the Trojans.
We'll see if Delone sends some pressure here. If not, Ty can kind of run up a little bit.
Looks like Delone has the return set on. They have 2 men deep. Cleveland set the punt for UDA. Snap is okay. Punt is away, and it's a short punt. Fair caught in traffic.
Cleveland's punt caught and down to the 30. That's where Delone
by number 28. That was Hernandez. So the Squires are going to take over their third possession here at their own 30-yard line. We're going to stay right here as they've been pretty quick to get out of the huddle. As you mentioned, Dawson, both these teams like to get out of the huddle and keep things flow of the game moving pretty quickly.
Yeah, they want to drain this clock down and keep the Trojan offense on the sideline as much as possible.
So Mowry goes under center this time. Man comes in motion. Going to be given to the second man through, and he's going to bounce to the outside on the left-hand side, and he's got some running room.
Hernandez takes it out to the 50-yard line.
And that's Joe Hernandez, and they're going to mark him just short of the 50. We'll call it the 49-yard line. So great first down run there by Delone as they're able to get some momentum going here in their third drive. Mowry under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Again, a lot of motion there. Hernandez doing a nice job of moving the pile forward, keeping those legs moving. And he's going to pick up positive yards for the Squires and move them into Trojan territory for the second time this evening.
If you're the Squires, you want to keep it away from the best players on the Trojan defense. So you're going to see a lot of outside runs probably to keep the ball away from Hayden Bellis and Brent McAllister.
This time the Squires are going to throw it. They have a man beat as a defender fell down. Fortunate for the Trojans that the ball was overthrown as he was open. That was Myers. Ryan Myers, 5'11", 175-pound tight end as he got loose. Looks like Lentz was on the coverage there. He kind of slipped up on the field. You know, all these fields, these grass fields are taking a beating throughout the season. So get these cold, all the rain we had last day or so. Certainly could be some footing issues out there tonight. Mowry under center. This time drops back. Ball's up in the air. And what a catch that was by number 17? Oh, 7, excuse me. That is Lee. He is their leading receiver, and he shows why as he went up and high-pointed that ball. That was a nice catch, Dawson.
Yeah, and he had Cade turn around the wrong way. And the only time you ever see a pass caught against Cade is when he's turned the wrong way, or if it's pass interference, but usually don't see too much of that.
So the Squires able to mix in the pass there and pull themselves into the red zone. The ball spotted right at the 20-yard line. Squires coming out of the huddle. They have a little bounce to their step. Mowry under center. Man comes in motion. He's going to move forward there. Almost looked like that guy coming in motion was going forward a little too soon. It'll be interesting to see if the Trojans try and point that out to the men in stripes.
I don't know if this really has anything to do with our defense, but if you're the linebackers, you can watch the quarterback. Every time he hands the ball off to his running back, he does a little hand motion in the air. You can tell that he's not keeping it.
This time, Mowry's under center again. We have 2 backs in the backfield. Man comes in motion. This time it's going to be given to the second man through, and that's a no-go there as the Trojan defense did a great job there. McAllister coming down the line and making a nice play for UDA, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Squires. We now go under a minute in the first quarter.
I don't know if this is 4-down territory now, but they do have a kicker, so we'll see if we can see the first field goal made this year.
Squires do have a kicker. I was watching him warm up. He's got a pretty good leg, Doss.
Gotta step up here.
Trojan student section yelling for the defense. Hernandez. Oh, and that would have been a miraculous catch, but ball just bounced. But, man, that was a great effort by Hernandez. Good coverage by Ramberger. Ball really was only thrown where Hernandez could catch it. Great job by their men in stripe there to see that.
I don't know if he would have had a foot down or not. It
would have been close, but so here we go, 4th down. Does not look like the kicking unit's on.
I think it's a smart decision by Delone. If you don't get it, you pin Trojans pretty deep.
Delone rolls to their left. They got a man open there in the flat, and he's going to pick up a first down, and he's inside the 10-yard line. So Delone going with a flood pass there, flooding everything to the left-hand side. And give Mowry credit, the right-handed quarterback rolling to his left and making a nice throw.
If you're the Trojans, you got to watch these flat routes here.
So we have the Zebras are something going on here. Let's see if we can find out.
Looks like they did have time to the clock.
23.7.
They want 23.7 seconds on the clock. The men in stripes are informing the clock keepers over here. There we go. They got 23.7 on the clock. Zebras are now happy.
See, the Trojans have dialed up here.
So first and goal from the 7 for the Squires. They trail by 1 late in the first quarter. Mallory this time going to hand off to Hernandez, and he's going to bull his way forward.
Hand off to Hernandez, picks up 2
Can be
yards.
close to the 5-yard line.
Kerstetter.
And that's going to bring an end to the first quarter. And we're going to take a break and step aside. Your Trojans are ahead here in the District 3 Class AA Championship game, 8-7.
That's the end of the
We'll be
first
back
quarter.
right after this. You're watching the Trojan Sports Network.
Shade Electric 2 is located in Barrysburg. We stock a variety of parts for any services needs. Services include electrical, plumbing, and HVAC. Call Shade Electric 2 682-9810.
Fully supports the Peyton Walker Foundation and its mission to protect
Welcome
the
back
hearts
to
of
the
high
Trojan
school
Sports
students
Network.
in the District 3 area. Please visit the Peyton Walker Foundation website at www.peytonwalker.org.
As the Trojans and the Squires are flipping fields here.
Protecting hearts, saving lives.
What's in there? Huh? You already did? Oh. Alrighty. So, setting the stage to start the second quarter. 2nd down and 5 for the Squires
Second quarter
from the 5-yard line.
Second and goal on
This
the
is
5-yard
going to be really important here for the Trojans. They got to step up and try to hold them back.
Certainly 4-down territory here. Squires, Mowry under center, 2 backs in the backfield, this time up to the up back, and he's going to barrel his way through. That's the fullback, number 40, Fulton.
Makes the score Delone Catholic 13, Upper Dauphin 8.
So that'll bring the Squires ahead now, 13-8. And it'll be interesting now, Dawson, to see the Trojans make that first 2-pointer. Will the Squires go for 2?
Doesn't look like it.
It does not look like they're gonna. They're gonna stick with their kicker.
I'd feel pretty confident if I was alone, just trying to go for it.
Justin Amig out to kick.
Number 3,
Okay.
the kicker.
Oh, good.
And he shanks this one.
No good. The score remains
And that
Delone
one's no
Catholic
good.
13, Upper Dauphin
So
8.
Trojans now trail 13-8 here in early stages of the second quarter.
The Trojans can eat up a whole lot of clock here and put together a long touchdown drive and go up by 3 points to them and then get the ball back at half. If they do not get the ball back in the second quarter, it'd be very big for them as it could shift momentum pretty big in their direction.
So the Squires able to score on their first and third possession. Let's see if the Trojans can answer back here as their second drive stalled last time out. Delone will tee the ball up.
Out to kick for Delone. Ayers and Ramberger to return.
Again, Ayers and Ramberger deep. I just don't. If I'm an opponent of the Trojans, I don't kick the ball to Ayers or Ramberger on kickoffs. It's going short and in one of these corners. Why I just wouldn't give a chance to have their two best players hurt me on the special teams. They're going to hurt me enough on the offensive end of the field. This time Ayers does drop the ball, and he's going to be lassoed there and corralled at about the 24-yard line. So UDA will take over 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line on their 3rd possession of the evening.
I think the big thesis of this game is going to be don't turn the ball over. I'm going to say the team that has the most turnovers is going to end up losing, and the team that forces the most punts is going to end up winning.
Certainly a night, this cold weather, expect to see at some point this evening a fumble or bad snap because of the weather. This time, Boyer going to try the left-hand side. He stays on his feet, and then he's slammed down to the ground.
Dalton Boyer, tackle on the play by number 19, Dylan Zimmerman.
You actually already did see 2 fumbles by Delone Catholic. You had the one that went out of balance down towards the 20-yard line.
For the Trojans.
And that was the only one, I believe, other than the one back and just almost gave up.
A little concerned on that last play. It looked like one of the off linemen for UDA had their hands in the air like it wasn't me. Always not a good sign when that happens.
Yeah, probably a little bit of pushing and shoving going both ways, but hopefully it gets resolved here.
Looked like it was number 56 for UDA. This time,
handoff to Ramberger.
Ramberger's going to try center of the field.
Ryan Myers.
And that's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Trojans. We'll call it a 3rd and a long 5. Check that. 2nd down and 5. Got ahead of myself.
I didn't catch it. I'm sorry. It's like a false start on the Trojans.
And we got some laundry on the field. That'll push the Trojans back 5 yards. Going to make it about 2nd down and 10 or 2nd and 11. First offensive penalty of the game, I believe, Doss.
Yeah, they went pretty long without a penalty. Same thing with the defense. I don't believe they had one yet either.
Just those 2 special teams penalties.
Yep.
So we'll call it 2nd and 11 from the UDA 34-yard line. Ayers from the pistol. He's going to pull it. He's looking to pass, and he's going to throw that one away, and we're going to see the laundry. Absolutely. No receiver in the vicinity, and that's going to be a loss of down and penalty. So not a good decision there
Intentional grounding
for the Trojans. That's going to drop them back again. So 2 costly penalties.
I don't know about that one. I believe he was out of the tackle box there.
That they don't have that in high school.
Really?
No.
Well, they should institute that.
No, they don't. They do not have that. So here we go. We're back to 3rd down and 24. This time, big play. But to be a little too late. I believe that was actually Boyer on the play. The PA announcer here called Ramberger, but that was Boyer. A nice hard run, but that's going to bring up 4th down and 10, and the Trojans will be forced to punt on their 3rd possession of the game.
4th down and 11 for the Trojans. Number 4, Tyler Cleveland out
to
Nieder Hernandez to return.
My name's Todd Roop. My broadcast partner is Dawson Klinger. For those of you listening in, more laundry on the field.
It's going to be offsides, I believe.
Camera work tonight is led by.
They're caught at the 38-yard line. There is a flag on the play.
Nope, false start. I don't know why they didn't just call the play dead.
Yeah, it is a little odd. You're right, Dawson. We got Noah Lucas over in
against the
on one camera. On the far side over there, we got, who's on the far side, Caleb? Logan Manofsky. Then we got Zerb here with us on the left. He just kind of keeps us on our toes. He's got his pom-pom and a camera in his hand, so he's ready to rock and roll here.
See, the referee screwed that one up. That should have been a blown dead ball, and it should the play should just never happen.
Then, of course, we got Caleb Shade on production truck doing a nice job for us. We got our replay set up. We got any replays yet? Okay, we'll be getting those on for you a little later. So what in the heck happened here, Dawes?
Well, it looks like they accepted the penalty, but instead of it being a re-kick, they're just going to
enforce it on the return?
Yeah, but it doesn't look like they enforced anything, so maybe they
just declined it.
Yep.
All right, so 9:39, excuse me.
Defense has to tighten up right here.
This is a big drive. Goes to the fullback, and a Trojan defensive line shoots through there. And that's a negative play for the Squires. And Trojans need, that's a good start here for this series.
Hand off to Fulton for no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Squires.
All right, 2nd and 10. Now we got more laundry on the field.
Hand off to Hernandez.
Unfortunately, it's probably going to be against the Trojans.
It's going to almost have to be against the Trojans, or it would have been blown dead.
Illegal shift against Delone Catholic.
Oh, how about that? Some not against the Trojans. Big surprise here.
So a big break for the Trojans there.
I don't believe it's a spot penalty. I believe it's
no, it's from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2nd down and 15. So Trojans benefiting from a few Squire penalties now.
And if you're the Squires, you have nothing to lose here with a play action pass, trying to get some. Cade's been beat up the last couple of plays in the pass game, so I'd try and target him until he proves they can stop it.
Zebras are still talking about this in the middle. I don't know what there's to talk about. Just move the ball 5 yards and let's go. There's 2 penalties on the play.
How about that?
The illegal shift is declined, but the Trojans will accept the holding penalty, and that's one that's going to hurt. So the Squires are going to be faced with a 2nd down and 22. We'll call it 2nd down and Burrisburg to go. Maury drops back. He's going to swing one out here to the running back, Hernandez, and that's going to be a short gain. No harm there as the Trojans keep things in front of them.
Right here, I try and air it out pretty deep.
This is something the Trojans haven't had a chance tonight so far. We're definitely in passing downs. Let's set loose. You're going to set McAllister and Bellis loose on those ends and see if they can create some havoc there in the backfield of the Squires.
You've got to disrupt the small interior linemen so you can get into the backfield.
Mallory, here comes McAllister with a full head of steam. Oh, and it's a screen pass.
Should have been a block in the back there on number 50.
Sure should have been a block in the back. Absolutely, you saw that one, Dawson. But either way, that's going to be short of the sticks, and the Squires are going to be forced to punt as we go under the 8-minute mark. So great defensive stand there for the Trojans. As you mentioned, Dawson, that was a key series there to kind of get some momentum back on the Trojan side. The punt is away. High is a little bit shorter kick this time.
It actually looked like Brendan McAllister's jersey was being tugged on pretty hard there, but
that's where they'll start 1st and 10.
Can't complain as we're a couple yards out from the 50.
So Trojans get their next possession. Will start from the 42-yard line, of their own 42-yard line. So great field position this time. Let's see if the Trojans are able to put something together offensively and get themselves back on the scoreboard and retake the lead here in Elizabethville.
You got to try and shoot the clock down as much as possible. You really don't want Delone scoring again before the half ends.
Ayers pulls it. And he's going to rumble ahead for about 4 yards.
Looks like Hunter Luntz is a little shaken up in the play. He's holding his hip. There's maybe just a little tired being on offense and defense.
Could be a little tired, a little cold night here, but it's about time. I shouldn't think we're going to see Ramberger break loose for a big one here, Dawson. Just kind of get that feeling that he's due to slip out here and in the outside and get us a big one. Aiden Wiest in for the Trojans now as Ayers will fake the Wiest and then pull it. And then he stood up right by the sticks. And this guy down.
Third down and 1 for the Trojans.
Looked like the one referee was signaling a first down, but they're going to mark it short. So it's going to be third down and about half a yard.
Here's a good time just to pump it right up the middle. Then once you get the first down, you can attempt a decent, maybe medium-sized pass play over the middle. You don't typically see it covered.
So here we go. Ayers from the pistol. Going to give it to the fullback. And he's going to pick. Oh, the ball's on the ground, and the Squires say they have it. That'll be an unfortunate change of events if that's the case.
No, so they signaled towards the
No
Trojans.
signal from the Zebras yet. They're putting the ball back down, so
Nope,
they're saying the running back was down. So good break for UDA there.
Definitely. It's ridiculous that they don't call the play dead when he's already stopped for at least 2 seconds. I mean, you could tell he wasn't going anywhere else. The whistle should have been blown.
So 6 minutes and counting. This time, that's Boyer, excuse me. And that looked promising, but credit number 7, Gabe Lee, and number 11, Wyatt Schusler, on staying home here on this left-hand side of the defense for the Squires, and they were able to hold that for no gain.
Yeah, he was 1 block away from a 10, 15-yard pickup.
Almost kind of felt there like Dawson, like that he was going to throw it. Did you think so?
It looked like at first they were trying to, like that Philly special they run a lot, but it didn't look like anyone was even near any receivers.
Usually when we do run that, it's Ramberger who throws it, so that would have been a little different wrinkle. Again, Ayers pulls it. He's got a man streaking in the middle. That's Ramberger, and he's loose.
Ayers pass complete to number 2, Jake Ramberger, picks up a first down.
So I like that play, getting the ball into your other playmaker's hands. Jake Ramberger with a big play, and he puts the Trojans down, knocking on the door again here, and the ball is at the 22-yard line.
If you're any team that's playing the Trojans, if you can take away the 20-yard, 30, 40, 50-yard chunk plays, you have a good chance of winning the game.
Ayers again, Ramberger on the carry, and he's starting to feel it. You can see him running hard.
Handoff goes to Ramberger, tackled at the 16.
Both these teams are playing tough, Dawson. Playing to the whistle.
Yeah, your interior linemen are taught to play to the end of the whistle. Well, that was a little extracurricular, I'd say.
So second down and 4, 4:35 and counting.
Shoot up the clock here.
Ayers pulls it. He's going to head around the left-hand side. He's got a lot of room. He heads and dives toward the end zone.
1 yard line. It's out the 1.
It looks like he's going to be stopped just short.
Brought down just short of the end zone.
So the Trojans are going to have the ball first and goal from the 1.
They chewed up a good portion of the clock here, too.
And the nice thing about this, Dawson, is the Trojans do start the second half with the ball. So if they can put one on the board here, hold Delone here before half, and come out and score, can certainly put some distance between these guys. Ayers from the pistol. He pulls it, and right ahead he goes up the gut. And that's a Trojan touchdown. And they're going to retake the lead, 14-13.
Now the good thing about getting that early 2-point conversion is Delone has a kicker. He misses 1. The Trojans already had that 2-point conversion. They get it again. They're up by 3.
Yes, indeed. And here we go. Trojans will go for 2. So here's an opportunity for the Trojans to go up by 3.
This is really important here, too.
Trojans out for the 2-point
if Delone gets it and they're within field goal range, they can tie up the game here instead of going up by 2.
Ayers pulls this one. He's trying to get in there. Trojans are saying he's in, but the Zebras say no. So stop short on that one, but the Trojans will.
Upper Dauphin 14, Delone Catholic 13.
Take the lead, 14-13. We're going to step away for a quick commercial break. You're watching the Trojans Sports Network. And welcome back to the Trojans Broadcast Network. We are 4 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the second quarter, and your Trojans are up 14-13 here in this District 3 Class AA Championship game.
Joe Hernandez.
Bellis set to kick off. Hernandez and Nieder deep. This one's going to be kicked on the ground. Taken by Hernandez. He's still on his feet. He's going to get the ball out across the 35, and he'll be brought down finally at the 36-yard line.
35, Bellis with the tackle.
It's going to be very important that the Trojans stop their defense here because they get the ball in the opening of the second half. So a good stop here. Maybe the Trojans get the ball back and can try and go downfield with a few chunk plays.
Well, here we go. 4 minutes remaining in the quarter, in the half. See what the Squires are able to do. Mallory's going to fake it, and an inside scissors play, and that was great defensive play there as you just kind of led into that. Kyle Kerstetter staying home for UDA, not biting on that fight. Excuse me, that was Lentz. But great job there by the Trojans on that play. As that doesn't make that play, buddy, that's a huge hole over there, and a lot of green for the Squires. So yeah, second 10.
He doesn't make that tackle. He only had one block to beat downfield.
Squire's going to fake it. He's going to roll. This time Mallory looking like he was going to run the option.
Mallory keeps it himself, picks up 3 yards.
Brendan McAllister had that play blown from the start. He was ready for both. Shovel run option or just quarterback takes it. He had that perfectly played.
For Delone Catholic.
So big chance for the Trojans maybe getting a chance to get the ball back and score yet again before the half.
I think if they stop him here, they're probably going to take a timeout, save some time, but I don't know.
So Mallory from the gun, he's going to roll to his right. He pulls it. Fires, and the pass is complete, but it's going to be short of the sticks.
Ryan Myers brought
that was a long play, too.
Made by number 2, Jake Ramberger.
Ramberger with great coverage on the play, keeping the ball in front of him and making a good solid tackle. So that'll force the Squires to punt, and the Trojans are going to have an opportunity to add to this 1-point lead.
Lead a punt, Ramberger to return.
Watch a fake here. Never mind.
Ooh, and that's a nice punt by the Squires. Going to get a Delone Catholic bounce, and it's going to roll just dead at the 15-yard line. So 2:01 left in the half, and the Trojans are going to have a chance to add to this lead.
Look, you got 3 timeouts. You got good players on offense. You got to try and make this work right here. You get the ball to start the second quarter. You can go by 2 possessions and make this game difficult to come back and win.
Big drive here. This is a big possession here. The Trojans could put some points on the board. Certainly would.
Regardless, they got to run up this clock here. They do not want to let Delone get the ball back.
Here we go. Ayers from the pistol. Gives it to the fullback, and that's going to be Ramberger. He's going to barrel his way ahead for about 3 yards. So that'll bring up second down and 7, and the clock will continue to run.
It'll make it 2nd and 7.
Trojans may be content to kind of take that lead into halftime, knowing they're getting the ball to start the second half, Dawson.
Yeah, definitely. I would do the same here.
Ayers again from the pistol. He's going to pull this one. He's going to head around the left-hand side. Delone able to string that one out, and that's going to be short of the first down, so going to bring up about 3rd down and 3 here. The clock's down under 120.
3rd down and 3 for the Trojans.
If you're Delone, I use your timeouts. You know that our punt team isn't going to kick the ball over the 50-yard line most likely from here unless it takes a good hop.
I am a little surprised I didn't take a timeout there, but here we go. Ayers from the pistol. Again, he hands off to the fullback, and he's ahead for 1st down. I believe that was Ramberger on the carry, and he just put his head down, and he picks up about 7.
Ramberger picks up the Trojan 1st down.
And the Trojans are going to take a timeout here with 57 seconds left in the half. We're going to take a quick timeout with you. We'll be back right after this break. Your Trojans lead 14-13.
Storage sheds, garages, animal shelters, gazebos, playhouses, and more, Pine Creek Structures has what our customers are looking for. Each of our stores is stocked with a variety of buildings ready to deliver to your backyard. Or you can custom design your perfect building. Choose the colors, move the doors and windows, or add any of the hundreds of options we offer. Stop by your local store and talk to one of our shed experts, or visit us online at pinecreekstructures.com.
And welcome back to the Trojan Broadcast Network. We have 57 seconds remaining here in the first half. And your Trojans lead 14-13. Coming out of the timeout, they'll be looking at a 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
I'd say draw up a play-action pass here. If you get 20-plus yards, call a timeout, go for it. If not, just keep running the clock down, take your lead into halftime.
Trojans will come out of the timeout here. They're going to line up right on the ball. Cleveland's going to be to the top of your screen. Boyer down here in the slot. Ayers fakes it. He's going to roll to his right, and he hits Big Sam Kerwin, who's rumbling down the sideline. He's still on his feet. Makes one man miss. The ball pops loose. And the Squires recover it with 44 seconds. So, unfortunate event there as Kerwin was trying to battle for those extra yards. The ball was kind of got a little loose there and popped loose. Squires knocked it out, and they're able to fall on it. They're going to take over the 32-yard line with 44 seconds remaining. We'll see what the Squires do if they try and run the ball out here, if they're going to take a shot down the field.
That's the one thing.
They do have 2 receivers, actually 2 receivers to the top and 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Here comes McAllister. And a nice slant pass there by the Squires, and they're going to be inside Trojan territory, down close to the 42-yard line. They're going to take a timeout, so 35.9 seconds remaining.
Takes their first timeout.
We're going to stay right here. That ball's actually going to be spotted at the 42-yard line. Yep, 42-yard line. We'll stay here. So, nice slant pass there by the Squires, kind of getting some momentum off that turnover. Now what the Trojans need to do is regroup, kind of get themselves together, keep everything in front of them. The clock is their friend right now with 35 seconds. Delone has 2 timeouts remaining, so going to have to deal with that. But 1st and 10.
Their platinum sponsors Home Insight LLC.
You got to get your speed corners on their fast receivers.
You got to think that the Squires can maybe try and get themselves within around the 20 to try a field goal, maybe to end the half.
I'm going to say to go for a pass here. If they don't get it, they're probably going to run the clock out. They really don't have a chance with less than 30 seconds left to get into the end zone or maybe a field goal. Still, a field goal is pretty hard with this cold weather.
Trojans in only rushing 3. The ball's up in the air, and that ball falls incomplete. So Maury, a little pressure there. So Trojans only rushing 3 defensive linemen that time, putting an extra guy in coverage.
and they still almost complete the pass. This is why you got to make sure you have people back deep, because you know they're not going to just try these little short passes to get in the end zone when you have 7 people back to defend the pass.
Trojans got to look out for possibly a draw play here. With the Squires having 2 timeouts, they could run the ball, pick up a big chunk of yards, and take a timeout. Again, the Trojans looking to rush 3. McAllister and Bellis are there. Mallory goes to his right. He chucks it up in the air. He's got a man out there. And what a catch as that ball is high pointed at the 10-yard line. And that's going to be a Delone first down with 19 seconds left. That'll stop the clock as they move the sticks.
Delone Catholic takes their second timeout.
And Delone's going to take a timeout, so we'll take a timeout with them. Delone's knocking on the door with 19 seconds remaining in the half. You're watching the Trojan Sports Network.
Get organized with Pine Creek Structures. From simple to spectacular and everything in between. Stop by your local store to see all your options or visit us online at Pine.
And we're back, and we'll set the table for you here. Your 1st and 10 for the Squires at the 10-yard line. 19 seconds remaining in the half. They do have 1 timeout remaining. The ball is placed on the right hash mark. Mallory going to roll to his right. He looks back to his left. Makes one man miss. McAllister coming hard. He's not able to get there.
Mallory keeps it himself, pushed out.
And Mallory's going to go out of bounds at the 11-yard line. He'll actually lose a yard on the play. 8.8 seconds. The good thing about that play is it took up a lot of time, Dawson.
No gain on the
yeah, I think they're going to probably attempt their field goal right here.
And indeed, they are bringing the kicker on, who did miss an extra point. So he's going to take a shot here.
Honestly, I don't think this is a safe option. You're only down by 1. I mean, I just try to go for the touchdown. He already missed an extra point, which is a whole lot closer.
So the Squires hustling a guy on the field. They're a man short. Now they're set. Kicker is number 9, Justin Emig. He's 5'8", sophomore, 150 pounds. So Delone's going to take a timeout to make sure they have everything situated correctly. Actually have a guy coming on the field with the coach, so they might not even have enough guys on the field as they were ready to attempt that play. Hoping they're going to send one off. So no, they did have enough on the field. So you don't like the call, Doss. You think you'd rather go take a shot at the end zone.
I say it's high risk, high reward either way. If you make it, you go up by 2 points. Big whoop. They get the ball back to start the half. I say you try and go for a touchdown here. The last 2 drives the last drive you had a fumble after a big play, so that really knocks the wind out of your offense. But here I say you try and you try and go for the touchdown. I mean, you only have a 2-point lead, so.
The gist of it is, though, if they do make the field goal here, it's in essence like they made 2 2-point conversions too, because it'll be 16-13. And the Trojans are going to take a timeout here and try and ice the young sophomore kicker, Justin Emig. He's a 5'8", 150-pound sophomore, so got the ability to send the Squires to the halftime with the lead if he can make this. And we're going to the ball spotted at the 11, so that's going to be a 28-yard field goal.
And I also look at it this way: you miss the field goal, I mean that kind of swings momentum towards the Trojan defense. They locked down and held you to no points going into the half. So
either way, this is a big play here for either team. If the Squires make it, they get momentum coming into halftime. If they don't make it, Trojans are going to take that momentum into halftime as well. Again, Trojans are going to take another timeout. So Coach Smeltz using all the stops here. You can't take those timeouts with you, so you might as well use them and make that kicker think about it a little bit more.
Also what he's doing here is the kicker's going to get cooled down there. Not really that it affects his legs or anything, but the whole line now is going to get anxious. Could cause a false start penalty if Trojans start rushing a whole lot of people.
Squires and Trojans both now have no timeouts remaining. So this time, the ball's not going to be snapped. Here we go. Emig, he lines it up. He is set. Snap is away. Holds down, up,
Okay.
and the kick is
No good.
long enough, but it's to the left. And the Trojans
Delone Catholic 13.
dodge a bullet there. But nice leg by the young kicker, so can see why. Can see why they would give that kicker a chance. He's got a nice leg, Doss.
He does, but you know what? The accuracy is not there. So maybe it would have been if it was a play earlier, but I actually found out recently that high school is the only place you can take 2 timeouts consecutively.
And the Trojans take a knee. So with that, UDA going to head into half with a 14-13 lead. We're going to step away. There will be no entertainment at halftime this evening as neither of the bands are here. So we'll be back for the start of the third quarter. Get yourself some snacks and a warm drink as we're going to try and get some hot chocolate ourselves.
Place to go. JoJo's Pasta and Pizza House. There's something on our menu for everyone, including burgers and wings. We're open 7 days a week and all our food is made to order. Enjoy our friendly atmosphere when you dine in or order takeout to bring home a fantastic Italian meal. And let us make your next event something special with our catering services. Learn more by contacting JoJo's Pasta and Pizza House today.
Krotzer Hardware is located on Main Street in Elizabethville, Pennsylvania. They have anything that you need to get the projects done around your house. We are open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have what you need from growing your garden to house repairs to painting or removing snow from your driveway. For more information, contact us at 717-362-8326 or come in and talk to one of our employees for all your hardware.
Shade Electric 2 is located in Barrysburg. We stock a variety of parts for any services needs. Services include electrical, plumbing, and HVAC. Call Shade Electric 682-682-9810.
Integrity. It's with us the moment we get out of bed. It's more than a word. It's a way of life. Giving 100% every day because we care. Care about precision, about value, and about our customers. It's because of integrity, the integrity ingrained in our team, that MI Windows and Doors delivers so much more than just products. It starts with people, a people-first way of thinking that is the backbone of our culture. Since the beginning in 1947, our founders cared about delivering the best product and service to our customers. And that ideal of going above and beyond is still ingrained in our culture. We live it every day. We approach our business with a family-first attitude. It's not uncommon for a son to work side by side with his dad, passing on that sense of pride, accomplishment in what you do. Here, everyone feels like family. From the plant floor to our enduring partnerships with our customers and our commitment to giving back to our community, we take every interaction personally. We strive to get it right every time. In everything we do, it's all part of our relentless pursuit of 100%. From our precision-built windows engineered to last, to on-trend colors and styles that homeowners are asking for, quality is built into every step of the manufacturing process and relentlessly tested to ensure they stand up to the toughest environments. Success means getting it right. Every detail, every time, packed and shipped with care. It all adds up to make sure we deliver an experience that's always 100% trouble-free. Again and again in homes across America. MI, we're so much more than a window.
For the very best in Italian cuisine and great tasting pizzas, there's just one place to go. JoJo's Pasta and Pizza House. There's something on our menu for everyone, including burgers and wings. We're open 7 days a week and all our food is made to order. Enjoy our friendly atmosphere when you dine in or order takeout to bring home a fantastic Italian meal. And let us make your next event something special with our catering services. Learn more by contacting JoJo's Pasta and Pizza House today.
Krotzer Hardware is located on Main Street in Elizabethville, Pennsylvania. They have anything that you need to get the projects done around your house. We are open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have what you need from growing your garden to house repairs to painting or removing snow from your driveway. For more information, contact us at 717-362-8326 or come in and talk to one of our employees for all your hardware needs.
Delone Electric is located in Elizabethville, Pennsylvania. We specialize in air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical contracting services. Our regular service hours are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can contact us at 717-362-9095 or like us on Facebook. So when you have an electrical problem, call Delone Electric.
For over 30 years, Pine Creek Structures has been offering the best outdoor structures on the market. From the first 2x4 to the last stroke of paint, our craftsmen are dedicated to building a quality product for each and every customer. Storage sheds, garages, animal shelters, gazebos, playhouses, and more, Pine Creek Structures has what our customers are looking for. Each of our stores is stocked with a variety of buildings ready to deliver to your backyard, or you can custom design your perfect building. Choose the colors, move the doors and windows, or add any of the hundreds of options we offer. Add a ramp, vent, extra windows and doors, shelves, lofts, and much more. Our team of shed experts will help you design the building of your dreams. Stop by your local store and talk to one of our shed experts, or visit us online at pinecreekstructures.com.
Shade Electric 2 is located in Berrysburg. We stock a variety of parts for any services needs. Services include electrical, plumbing, and HVAC. Call Shade Electric 2 682-9810.
I have tonight's winning 50-50 ticket. Tonight's winning ticket is a blue ticket for $573. Again, a blue ticket. Ticket number 953921. Again, 953921 on a blue ticket. Please come to the press box to claim your prize. One more time, the winner was a blue ticket, 953921. 953921. Please come to the press box. Tonight's 50-50 winner was Joe Kerwin of Lycans. He donated the prize back to the football boosters.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We do have some halftime statistics that we're going to pull up for you right now. So, looking at halftime stats here, the Trojans and Squires pretty even. Total yards 210 and 204. The difference is Trojans doing most of their damage through the rush, and the Squires doing most of their damage through the air. Dawson is kind of something that we didn't expect. Kind of felt both these teams were going to try and ground and pound it, and not happening.
Yeah,
so
I think if the Squires come out passing, we're going to be able to get a whole lot more yards from the ball, a lot more effectively than what they have been doing. The Trojans running this man defense against the receivers just is not working.
So here, first downs 10-8. So statistically, pretty evenly matched game. Pretty evenly matched game, and evenly matched on the scoreboard as well, as the Trojans lead by 1. So should be an entertaining second half, and kind of nice to be getting into a second half and still a ball game. Dawson's probably one of the few times this year we've had that happen.
Yeah, I think right here though, if the Trojans score, get that 2-point conversion, they go up by
maybe 2 scores.
Yeah,
that is, you are correct. That's a big opening drive here. The Trojans can take that opening drive, put one on the board, and get the 2-point conversion. That would put them up in essentially by 2 scores. So really would put the pressure on the Squires. So be interesting to see what adjustments both teams have made at halftime. They did put another 2 minutes on the clock. Got about a minute left here to run down before the second half kickoff. So Trojans are going to start with the ball. And we're glad you guys are tuning in. We saw just a little while ago we had over 500 live viewers, so we're excited for you guys to be tuning in, and hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast here as the second half is about to get underway. Can't thank our sponsors enough. You guys have been watching those commercials, and shout out to all of we have some students most of those commercials are student created, with the exception of obviously the MI commercial was professionally done, but good work there by our students here at UDA. And both teams seem to have taken the field a little fired up here, Doss. So let's see what we have in store here. We got 24 minutes to go, and one of these teams will be earning a District 3 title.
I think it's going to go down to the very last play in the fourth quarter to determine this one.
So my broadcast partner's calling it. Last play, fourth quarter is going to come down to. We'll see if he is right. Again, we'd like to thank Zerb over here on one camera, Noah Lucas here in the middle camera for us, and on the far side over there we got Logan Manofsky, and of course Caleb Shade doing his job on the production truck, keeping everything running over there.
Number 65, Tony Espinoza to kick to start the half. Ayers and
So
Weinberger to return.
One of the things that's interesting is Espinoza does the kicking on kickoffs, but it's Emig that does the field goals and extra points.
I think he's a little bit more long distance and probably isn't really worried about accuracy on kickoffs.
Good point, my man. And that one he's got a hold of. That's a nice kick, but it is going to bounce out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
I say you take this from the 35. Don't re-kick it.
I don't disagree with you on that one, but they are going to make him re-kick it.
I don't think that's a smart decision.
So Trojans will move him back 5 yards. This time the Squires will kick from their own 35. Kind of the same start we had to the first half.
Bold strategy here. We'll see if it pays off.
Espinoza to re-kick. Ayers and Ramberger back.
This time, Espinoza kicks it straight down the middle. Ayers is going to take it at the 15-yard line. He's got a full head of steam. And he's going to be hit, and then he moves a pile ahead for about 4 yards.
Brought down at the 40-yard
so even on
line,
kick returns, after he's getting taking that initial hit, Dawson, he's still moving ahead for 4 or 5 more yards.
Yep, so them re-kicking there moves him up about 4 yards, so good decision.
So here we go. The ball spotted at the 40. The Trojans will take their first possession of the second half. 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Trojans come out with 2 receivers to the top of your screen. That looks like Cleveland. Ramberger going to try the left-hand side. He heads that way, and he's got a room. He had one man to beat, but a great start to this second half for the Trojans as Ramberger picks up a 20-yard run to get things started for Coach Smeltz and this Trojan team.
I'm going to have to go with a little hot take here. I'm going to say whoever scores here to start off the second half, I believe is going to win this game.
A bold statement there, Mr. Klinger. This time Ayers pulls it, and he just bounces off of one Squire and levels another. So the Trojans coming out with their thunder and lightning right off the bat. Ayers being the thunder and Ramberger being the lightning.
2nd down and 2 for the Trojans.
So here we go. Trojans from the pistol. Ayers gives the Ramberger on that left-hand side again. They're having some success with that.
Handoff to Ramberger, picks up the Trojan first down.
Another Trojan first down. And the Trojans definitely have things moving in the right direction here early on in the second half.
They made the right adjustments at halftime so far. I believe they probably got an earful. Don't cough the ball up. Keep it on the ground. Don't fight for so many yards and just move forward.
This time, Ayers gives it to Ramberger again on the left-hand side. And they're really having some success attacking the left side of that Squire defense right now. So why not keep attacking it? Make the Squires change something and stop it first. And he's going to be close to another Trojan first down. We'll call it 2nd down and 2. The ball is spotted at the 23-yard line.
Keep chugging along here. Keep getting these nice runs. And you're going to be able to open up a pass game for yourself next drive.
Ramberger. Fake to Ramberger. Ayers on the carry. And he barrels his way ahead.
Tackle made by number 8, Kyle Dennis.
Trojans now have the ball 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Again, Ramberger Ayers pulls it. He's smelling the end zone.
Ayers keeps it himself.
And he's in.
For the
Trojans.
Makes the score upward off in 20. Delone Catholic 13.
Now take a 20-13 lead with the 2-point conversion pending. This is a big 2-point conversion, as you mentioned, Dawson.
Yeah, if they get this, they go up by 9, 2 possessions, and even though they didn't score last time, they still get the 2-possession lead. So that means the Trojans will get the ball back at least. Well, sorry, I misspoke. That means that the Delone Catholic would have to get the ball back and score almost every single drive to try and keep pace. They're probably not going to get too many drives here in the second half. Asman, anyway.
Ayers takes the pistol. Oh, and he pulls it. And he's in. Everybody thought that the fullback had it. And they made a good stop, but Ayers pulls it, and he works his way in. And the Trojans take a 9-point lead early here in the second half. And Mr. Momentum is wearing orange, black, and white right now.
If you're Delone Catholic right now, you got to keep your heads high and just recuperate right here on this opening second half drive. But you got to find a way to punch us into the end zone. You can't take these. You can't get into the red zone and not be able to score on that.
So Bellis will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Hernandez deep for the Squires, along with Tate Nieder. Ball's kicked on the ground. Delone's going to fall, and it almost took a bad bounce there for the Squires. And they're going to start the ball
falls on the kick at the
38-yard line.
10 from there.
And they'll start their first possession of the second half here. So let's see what game plan the Squires come up with here in the second half. What do you expect, Dawson?
I say they're going to try and target this man defense on the receivers and try and get these big chunk pass plays because that's working the first half.
Mallory will go under center. Man comes in motion. They're going to fake, and it's going to be a scissors play, and he's going to try and get around the right-hand side, and that's no going. And the Trojan defense comes up big.
12, Macklin Ayers.
I don't know. I think that's just a bad play call. You see that they're covering these scissors plays to the outside, and they're covering these outside runs. You need to try the play action passes, get the ball over the middle. I mean, Hunter Lentz is going to beat every time. You need to try and target Hunter and Cade to begin to beat the most.
Two-back set. Mallory going to give to the fullback this time. And he's going to power his way ahead.
Picks up 5 yards.
He'll pick up 5, but it's still going to be 3rd down and 7. 3rd down and 6 for the Squires.
I'm going to say this most likely is 4-down territory, but no, I'd say this definitely is not 4-down territory. You don't want to give the Trojans possession.
Delone desperately needs a first down here to kind of get this momentum. And this Mallory makes a nice cut, but he's going to be short of the first down.
Mallory keeps it himself short of the first down. Tackle made by Ayers and Kerstetter.
He's going to be about 2 yards short, so be interesting to see here, Doss, if the Squires try to roll the dice on 4th down and
2 for Delone.
2, and they're not. The punt team is going to be on.
Ramberger to return.
You never know here. Watch. You always have that little.
This is a prime territory for a fake field goal. Bad snap, but the punt is away, and that is a nice punt. It's going to go in, and it goes into the end zone, so almost a great flip of the field there, but Trojans are going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line here for the second possession of the second half with 8:04 remaining, and they're sporting a 9-point lead.
Well, you score here, you get another 2-point conversion, you're up by 3 possessions, right? Yes, 3 possessions. So, very important here they get this touchdown.
Delone had no answer for the Trojan offense on that opening drive of the second half. Let's see if they do anything different this time. This time,
goes to
Ramberger at the fullback position, and he's going to barrel ahead for a good 6-yard gain on the play.
And that's the magic with Macklin and Jake. You got them stopped, but they just have so much lower muscular power. They can just keep chugging along, get up the extra yards.
This time, ball's on the ground, and the Squires recover it. Penetration that time by the Squire defense, and that play had disaster written on it from the start. And Delone now will take over at the 25-yard line.
If you're the Trojans, you just got to think, we still got the 2-possession lead. Hold them out of the end zone here. It's 4-down territory. Stop them for 4 plays. Let's get the offense back in the field.
Number 54, Nick Groff,
turnover, it's first down
forcing that fumble.
24.
So Squires able to get something going here. Let's see if they're able to do something offensively now. Hernandez on the carry, and he's going to pick up positive yards.
Number 28, Joe Hernandez.
Things are starting to get a little chippy down there, Doss.
Yeah, you seen 55 pushing around Dalton Boyer. Dalton had nothing there. He said, get off, man. 55 fell to the ground. So
5-yard gain by Hernandez will bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Squires.
I say attack the pass defense right here. Let's see what they got.
2-back set. This time going to give it to the lead back. That's Fulton, the fullback.
Handoff goes to Fulton. He's going to be first down. He does get the Delone Catholic first down.
Able to pick up a Squire first down, and they'll move the chains now. So momentum kind of moving here to Delone Catholic. If they're able to punch one in here, we're going to have back in a tight ball game. Again, they stay with the 2-back set. They've had some success with it this drive. Mowry under center. This time Hernandez on the carry. He tries the left-hand side off tackle. He's going to be hit, but then he kind of pulls away ahead for a few yards. And I've seen a lot of the secondary
picks up 3
and receivers
yards, made by Ayers.
Mixing it up here after the play, Doss. So interesting to kind of keep an eye on that and see if that gets out of hand. If we end up seeing some flags on the play.
It looks like Delone's pushing around our secondary. I just don't really understand why. You're losing by 2 possessions. You don't want to get too chippy here.
Again, 2-back set. Hernandez is going to shift to the right-hand side. Fulton right behind the quarterback. And looks like that time is going to be an illegal procedure as somebody didn't have the right count. Everybody was moving, but the center never snapped the ball.
You'll love to see it if you're the Trojans. You hate to see it if you're Delone Catholic. Now the momentum's back for the Trojans. 2nd and pretty far to go.
So here we go, 2nd and 12 for Delone.
I'm dialed pass play right here if I'm Delone.
Ball spotted just inside the 15. Mowry's going to roll to his right. He fires as a man, and that ball is underthrown. And good job. Ramberger almost picked that off. Luckily, the receiver, Nieder, turned into a defensive back there and knocked that ball out of Ramberger's hand. That was an interception.
Looks like he got there kind of early. Maybe it was just my ankle, but look like he definitely got there pretty early and pushed Jake a little bit forward.
So 3rd down and 12 now. You got to wonder. Squires did try that first field goal. They're still down 2 scores. If they would attempt a field goal and make it, they would pull themselves back in with a score. Mowry from the pistol. He's going to roll to his left. Spins to his right. He has a man open. And that's a Squire touchdown. Maybe not. The Zebras are going to talk. It looked like he caught it, dove for it, and the ball popped loose. The Zebras are still conferring, and we have a late signal.
Mowry's pass complete to number 36.
The men in stripes decide it was a touchdown. So credit Mowry for extending that play as it looked like he was going to be corralled by the Trojan defense, but he was able to circle to his right and extend that play and find a receiver there wide open.
Touchdown makes the score upward off.
Looks like they're going for the extra point again. Why?
So they are going to go for 1 here, which will make it 22-20 if they indeed make the extra point. It is up and it is good.
Amig's kick
So that'll
makes the score Upper Dauphin 22, Delone
pull
20.
Delone within 2 with 5:05 remaining in the third quarter. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back right after this. You're watching the Trojan Sports Network.
Krotzer Hardware is located on Main Street in Elizabethville, Pennsylvania. They have anything that you need to get the projects done around your house. We are open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have what you need from growing your garden to house repairs to painting or removing snow from your driveway. For more information, contact us at 717-362-8326 or come in and talk to one of our employees for all your hardware.
And welcome back as Delone is set to kick off here. They trail 22-20 with 5:05 left in the third quarter. So we have a great game here for you guys tuning in on the World Wide Web. Ayers takes the ball at the 8-yard line. He's on his way. He's got a head of steam. He's got a little crease. He's got one man to beat. He's still on his feet, and he's down inside.
There is a flag on the play.
Oh, there is laundry on the field, and these zebras are killing me tonight.
I want to see it. I want to see where it is.
Holding on the Trojans, and that's going to bring back a huge run by Ayers.
Where? There's no holding on that play.
So,
absolutely no holding. Watch the replay from home. There's no holding on that play at all. Really unfortunate.
Unfortunate for the Trojans that the Zebras did see some holding there. That'll bring things back. And the ball's now going to be spotted at the 27-yard line. So instead of being at the
drive, 1st and 10 on their own 27.
Delone 30 to start, Trojans are going to start their own 27-yard line. So very unfortunate there. So momentum still seems to kind of be on Delone side right now. Ramberger is trying that left-hand side again, which he's had a lot of success so far in the second half. This time they string it out, and he's able to pick up about, we'll call it 5 on the play, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
2nd down and 5 for the Trojans.
After this next play, we'll take a quick look at that last touchdown. This time, Ayers on his feet, still on his feet, and he's inside Delone Catholic territory.
Tackle on the play by number 40.
So Trojans trying to garner back some momentum here as these teams are like a big heavyweight prize fighter. Everybody taking their best shot, Dawson.
Yeah, after this drive, if you're the Trojan staff, Trojan fans at home, you hope the score is 30 to 20.
So Cleveland at the top of your screen. It's like Faccarelli is in its center now for the Trojans. Ball's a little high. Lentz. Looks like Lentz had the ball, but they pulled it and actually ended up with Rambert. He'll pick up yardage on the play. Ayers took a shot there on that play, Dawson. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah, I saw the handoff there. I guess it's all part of the play. You're trying to fake, but really, I think it was pretty obvious he didn't have the ball.
That's the problem with it. And it is the Trojans do run some amazing play fakes, and you're going to have some guys getting hit that don't have the ball. That time, I thought Lentz had the ball.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it.
So here we go. Ayers from the pistol. Ramberger in motion. They're going to give to him, but Ayers is going to keep it. He's still barreling his way ahead, and then he's driven back.
On the keeper, forward progress stopped at the 40.
The ball's going to be marked at the 40-yard line, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 for UDA. As we have quite a game here brewing, and this is certainly something we've been looking forward to all year, Dawson, a game of this caliber.
Yeah, an actual game.
Ayers from the pistol, snaps a little high. That runs the timing off. And that made it. That definitely was the difference there, Dawson. Is this offense really needs to have everything in sync, and that ball that time the snap was high, and that took everything out of sync.
The fumble, it's 4th down
and the Trojans are going to be forced to punt as they bring on the punting team.
You got to hope they put them deep here. You really don't want to give them plus territory.
Cleveland out to punt.
Says our video is lost. What's up?
Hernandez back to return.
Our video should be back up. We apologize for that. Cleveland fields the punt, a little low. Ooh, and that punt is going to be shanked to the right-hand side. And that's going to go out of bounds at the 34-yard line. So
Cleveland's punt goes out of bounds.
So the Trojan drive stalls, and Cleveland's punt going to go out at the 30. Well, they're going to have the ball spot at the 34-yard line. So Delone going to take over here, trailing by 2, 1:37 left in the third quarter.
Got to tighten up here on defense. You cannot let them back in.
Mallory under center. Hernandez gets the ball. He's going to try the right-hand side here. And he'll
2-yard gain for Joe Hernandez.
pick up about 2 yards on that play. So big possession here for Delone, as they were able to answer. They were able to answer that first Trojan touchdown of the second half. And this time the Trojan defense is stout. Going to have a loss on the play that time. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Squires.
Well, you stop here, you got to go back on offense and score. If you don't score, you make this game pretty much which defense is going to step up in the fourth quarter.
You're absolutely correct here. Who's going to make a play? What playmaker from either one of these teams is going to step up and make a play here? McAllister coming hard. He's got those long arms, and he's in there. And I believe the ball might have been on the turf.
Mallory sacked again. First contact by number 54, Hayden Bellis.
First sack of the night, and it came up big time right there.
Bellis there with the sack. Pressure coming from the right-hand side from McAllister as well.
I believe that's the second sack of the night. The quarterback stepped out down in the red zone on the last drive.
So at the end of the third quarter, your Trojans lead 22-20. They are 12 minutes away from the first District 3 championship in school history for football. So stay tuned. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Trojan Sports Network.
It's electric!
Lance Electric is located in Elizabethville, Pennsylvania. We specialize in air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical contracting services. Our regular service hours are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can contact us at 717-362-9095 or like us on Facebook. So when you have an electrical problem, call Lance Electric.
It's electric! You gotta know it. It's electric.
Welcome back as the Squires are set to punt. They're faced with a 4th down and 15 from their 30-yard line. Ramberger deep for the Trojans.
Ramberger to return.
Low punt. Fielded cleanly, though. Here we go. The ball's in the air. It's a short punt. It's going to take a Trojan bounce. And Delone will down it at the 42-yard line. So,
Lee's punt down at the 45-yard line.
back and forth game. We love it, Dawson. 11:50 here. Start of the fourth quarter. It's what we could ask for. Hopefully our viewers are enjoying this high energy and highly entertaining ball game.
I say if you're the Trojans, it's a must-score time here. They have to get this score. The momentum has been with Delone for most of the third quarter. They need to keep the ball in their hands, Do not let it touch the ground.
Ayers from the pistol. Ramberger on the carry. He's going to push his way ahead. He's going to pick up a good four yards on the play. We'll call it 5, actually.
5 yards.
That'll bring up second down and 5 for UDA. What really would like to see here is a nice long drive with a score capped at the end to really chew some clock off the time off the clock here.
Yeah, you want to end this drive with 8 minutes at least left on the clock. Really run down this clock. Make it really, really hard on Delone to get back in this game.
Ayers again from the pistol. Motter comes in motion. They fake the Motter. Ayers keeps it. He's got a head of steam.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
And he's finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line.
And you know what's nice about this? They can't call a holding penalty in a good play like that.
So Ayers moves the ball into the red zone. The ball will be spotted at the 18-yard line.
Brings up first down and 10 on the 18.
Keep doing more of the same. Give it to Jake. Give it to Macklin. Make them make a play. If the defense can't stop them, then make them stop. I mean, just keep running the play until they make the stop on it.
Signal coming in from the sidelines. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen this time. That's going to be Kerwin and Smeltz. Here comes Ramberger. He's looking for some room, and Delone did a nice job that time of stringing that one out.
Ramberger picks up 2 yards.
Lentz comes up a little
to play the number 36.
A little gimpy that time. He may have been cut there a little bit. So second down and 8 for UDA.
Delone's definitely going to try and force these outside runs back inside to their interior so they can make the stop. It's getting loud here.
It is getting loud. The fans are into it. Motter gets the fake. Ayers pulls. And that's a first down for UDA. He's inside the 5-yard line.
The 5-yard line. It'll be first down and goal for the Trojans.
Now hold to the ball and drive to the end zone. Let's finish this thing off.
Lentz is going to come off the field as he's banged up a little bit.
Anyone check in for him? I don't believe anyone checked in for him.
I didn't see anybody check in, but maybe they got in earlier. Maybe they just got a little cramp, maybe. So first and goal from the 4-yard line here. UDA knocking on the door. Keep an eye on Ramberger as he is at the fullback position. It'll be Ayers. Ball's fumbled. And then recovered, fortunately for UDA. Boy, that could have been disastrous. So the Trojans go back up by 8 with the 2-point conversion pending. 9:45 left in the ball game.
Now this 2-point conversion may be the biggest play of the game. They get this, they go by 2 full possessions with only 10 minutes left, and you can guarantee the Trojans will get the ball back at least once. So you really need to make this
Trojans out for the 2-point conversion.
Get your win chance a lot higher.
About time we see maybe that little shovel push pass from Ramberger. Here comes Ayers in the, and the Trojans have 2 guys in motion. A little excited there, so that'll back him up 5 yards. Make this a little tougher.
No flag on the play.
They're going to say no flag on the play.
Upper Often takes their first time out.
So there was no penalty, I guess. I don't know what's going on there. It took a timeout. But
finally, something goes our way.
Yeah, I don't quite understand what happened there. It certainly looked like we moved. But Trojans have a chance here to talk it over and make sure they have the right play call here, as this is a very important 2-point conversion, as they could go up by 2 scores.
They make it that this really takes the one out of Delone's entire team in general.
Certainly would do some damage here for the Delone morale. So Ayers from the pistol. He pulls it. He barrels his way in. So the Trojans will now take a 10-point lead with 9:45 remaining here in the third quarter.
And I believe if we go on to win this game by 2 or 3 points, that's probably the biggest play of the entire game.
Mr. Momentum now has changed sides, and once again, he's wearing the orange, black, and white, Dawson.
Love to see it.
Still a lot of time on the clock as 9:45. The Squires now really are in, they must score on every possession if they're going to have a chance. They definitely have to score here on this possession.
Definitely. And I'm not sure, maybe you could let me know. Did they run the clock on extra points? And
no.
I believe so, but I thought the clock said 10-10 before they went for that extra play, or a 2-point play.
Bellis with a short kick. Upman's going to take it. That's number 7.
Kick taken by number
Gabe
7.
Lee.
Gabe Lee brought down at midfield.
And he's going to be brought out. He's going to be out to the 50-yard line. So Delone going to start with nice field position here. We have an injured player on the field, and we're going to step aside as they take an injury timeout. You're watching the Trojan Sports Network.
For the very best in Italian cuisine and great tasting pizzas, there's just one place to go. JoJo's Pasta and Pizza House. There's something on our menu for everyone, including burgers and wings. We're open 7 days a week and all our food is made to order. Enjoy our friendly atmosphere when you dine in or order takeout to bring home a fantastic Italian meal. And let us make your next event something special with our catering services. Learn more by contacting JoJo's Pasta and Pizza House today.
The drive.
All right, the injured player there was Gabe Lee, as he was a little nicked up on that run, but he was able to give the Squires really good field position here to start this next drive.
A little bit of confusion here by the referees. Who knows what's going on down there? I don't believe anyone does.
Oh, we still have a player here on the sideline for the Trojans down on the field, but he's off the side here, so I don't know if that's what's holding things up or not.
Looks like Biles down there trying to help out.
Looks like a cramp for this young man as well, but
they have 11 players on the field. I don't know what the problem is here. Take him into the medical tent. Let's play football.
I don't quite understand why he's off the sidelines. He's out of the field of play.
Looks like they're... I believe is it Hunter Lentz down there? Maybe they needed some card assistance or something and make sure he's all right. Number 50, I think. No, not number 50. Number 54 looks like it's Hayden Bellis.
Hayden Bellis. He's going to try and walk that one off. That'll certainly be a blow to the defensive front, as he's not in there right now.
Looks like something to his knee down there.
Mallory's going to roll to his right. He's got a man open. Second time they've run that play. Had some success with it. We have a flag on the play, and I'd be willing to bet that's going to be roughing the passer on the Trojans. Not a penalty you want to take at this point in the juncture to give these Delone Squires any kind of momentum. So
I don't know. I think with that penalty, it should be if the quarterback's on the ground after the ball's thrown, late after the ball's thrown, that's when the flag should be thrown. If it's not on the ground, why throw it?
So just like that, the big pass play and the 15-yard penalty, and the Squires are at the 31-yard line with 9:19 to go in the fourth quarter. This one's fired, and it's picked off by Lentz.
Pass intercepted by number 15, Hunter Lentz.
Lentz dropping back into coverage there, and he gets the pick. So big turnover there for UDA.
Perhaps he thought Hunter switched sides there for a minute. It didn't even look like anyone was around Hunter.
The Trojans now with the ball and a 10-point lead.
After the interception, it's 1st and 10 for the Trojans from their own 35.
Well, you score here, and the game's probably over. Hopefully, anyway. You'd hope anyway.
So the Trojans from the pistol.
Handoff to number 22, Cade.
We're going to have a hold here, it looks like, as Laundry comes in. It is a hold.
Against the Trojans.
That came in late.
That did come in very late. Very late flag.
I mean, he was down that play. That flag came in.
All right, now we're going to be set first down, excuse me.
After the penalty, it's 1st down and 20.
Ball spotted at the 24-yard line. Oh, 1st and 21.
That should be neutral zone infraction. It's going to be.
This time, Ayers going with a hard count and getting the defense to jump a little early. They'll get 5 yards of that holding penalty back.
Looks like they're going to play it safe there and keep Hayden out.
Flag on the play is encroachment against Delone Catholic.
So keep in mind the winner of this game gets a week off, has a bye, as they will wait to see who comes out of District 4 AA champion, and they'll face them in the first round of playoffs.
Yeah, it's going to be a false start. It's going to move back 5 yards.
So I think it's pretty safe to say we would know who that is without looking too far ahead. But those of you not familiar with District 4, that would be the Southern Columbia Tigers.
You know, they could beat some, I'd say, could probably beat some 3, 4, and 5A schools.
They have already this year. 20. So that'll be a tough task for no matter who wins this ball game here this evening. So 8 minutes and counting. Third, after all that, it's still 1st down. Ayers picks up a lot of that here on the first play.
Picks up 12 yards.
That's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. And the Trojans to really start weaning some of the time off the clock here.
2nd down and 8.
It's all that they actually drained almost. Getting close to 2 minutes there and only one play.
Ayers this time going to give it to the scissors play, and that's going to be stopped for little or no gain.
Off to Boyer, picks up a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Boyer maybe going to get 1 yard on that play, and clock's going to continue to run. 3rd down and 7 with 7:10 remaining on the clock.
I say don't get too conservative here. You still want to score here. This game's not possible to come back from quite yet.
Trojans taking their time in the huddle. This time Ayers keeps it and nothing doing there.
Brought down for no gain. First contact by
so it'll be 4th down, and the Trojans will be forced to punt. They did chew a lot of time off the clock there, though, so 6:37 and counting. So if they're smart here, Delone should get possession of the ball with about 6 minutes on the clock.
Cleveland out to punt. Nieder and Hernandez.
Cleveland set the punt. What you definitely need is a good snap here. Looks like Delone may be coming after it, putting a little pressure on. And they are. Not able to get to it. Ball takes a Delone bounce And Trojans recover.
Thomas Bumping up and off and recovers.
That was an ill-advised play by the Delone return man there. And the Trojans now are back in business and able to chew some more time off the clock.
That just about wraps it up. I mean, Trojans go to the end zone here. You're up by possibly 18 points. If you get the 2-point. Either way, you're up by 16 regardless.
So the Trojans looking to go 12-0 for the first time in school history. Ayers fakes it, he pulls it. He looked like he wanted to throw, but now he's going to run. And he's inside the 20-yard line. Delone, I see a lot of white jerseys, real slow to get up. Trojans really starting to break things open here and putting the pressure on the Squires.
This is exactly what happened to Steele last week when they played Delone. Delone just got so far into their momentum swing that Steele just had nothing to stop them, and now this game is next over.
So Ayers from the pistol. Ramberger on the carry. He's got a big crease there on the right-hand side.
Handoff goes to Ramberger, picks up 3 yards.
A little bit of extracurriculars at the end there. Jake doing a good job of keeping his composure, not retaliating. So we'll have gonna come down almost under 5 minutes now in the ball game.
Oh yeah,
should have been a penalty there on number 7.
That's
that was
ridiculous.
A cheap shot. Gabe Lee, as we watch the replay there.
Oh, come on.
Look at this in the end zone now.
Ayers keeps it himself for a short game.
Now, he is standing right over him. What is he thinking?
A lot of extracurriculars here. Hopefully the Trojans
Tackle made by number
keep their cool. Don't need any unsportsmanlikes that would affect play for 2 weeks from now in the first round of state playoffs.
I think that's horrible officiating right there.
4:30 and counting. Certainly officials need maybe to get things under control here, as they're certainly getting a little chippy after the play.
I mean, he completely tackled him, pushed him onto the ground.
Ayers from the pistol. Ooh.
And now they're getting their own medicine.
Got to call that one.
I think that puts, I don't know if that actually, I don't know.
Referees are discussing this. I wonder if maybe even considering a personal foul.
Encroachment?
Yep, encroachment on the defense. So
that'll be a first down too, I believe. Possibly not. That'll be a third and 1.
Short for the Trojans.
So head coach Kent Smeltz going to take this team from what was one of the worst teams in the league when he first took over. Had a rough first year. Started turning things around. Last year the Trojans go 9-2, make the district semis, and this year the Trojans are going to win the district title for the first time in school history.
Well, hopefully anyway.
3:30 and counting. Trojans looking to put one away here. 4th down. Ayers keeps it, and he is going to have a first down.
Takes it inside the 5 for a Trojan first down.
I believe that's
going to do it here.
About wraps it up.
Trojans are going to score another touchdown here with plenty of time, but so 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. We'll call it the 4 actually.
You know, you gotta really
goal from the 4-yard line.
Gotta congratulate the Trojans here with really cleaning up the flags and not getting on the penalties?
Absolutely, Doss. You made a great point there. The flags were very limited this evening, and really only the one roughing the passer penalty that really kind of hurt him a little bit. But for the most part, Trojans able to keep their composure even after taking a couple tee shots. So kudos to the Trojans and the coaching staff for staying positive and keeping their composure.
Yeah, you love to see it. It's really good to see this coming in and winning this big game. Now you're going and playing one of the best teams probably 2A is going to see ever.
We're not sure where the game will be in 2 weeks. It'll definitely be at a neutral site. It certainly won't be here at UDA. Hopefully, if we can obtain a sponsor for that event, we will attempt to bring this game to you if possible. But we'll have to let you know here in another week or so. For some reason they're going to keep the 25-second clocks on the field. They want them to be off. So I don't know if they're having some issues with the 25-second clock, but we'll
So they're getting the gator out to turn them off.
Oh, the bottom one they just unplug them, so that'll turn them off, huh? They unplug this one down here at this end. All right.
Back in business.
We are back in business. Trojans knocking on the door. First and goal from the 4. They lead by 10. Looking to put this one away. Ayers pulls it. He extends, and he's in for the Trojan touchdown. 36-20. The Trojans are going to be your District 3 Class AA champions. So 2 weeks in a row, the Tri-Valley League's getting a district champ.
Adds a little bit of insult to injury.
And we're actually getting 3 because somebody's going to win the Williams Valley Tri-Valley game. That's
true.
Tri-Valley League as well. So
I think we can probably assume that's in Williams Valley, though.
Haven't had any updates that anybody has anything. Let us know. Assuming Tri-Valley or Williams Valley would be favored in that one, considering the previous results.
Conversion attempt fails.
So the conversion attempt's no good this time, so the Trojans are going to lead by 16 with 2:34 remaining here in the ball game. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back with the next kickoff. You're watching the Trojan Sports Network.
Lance Electric is located in Elizabethville, Pennsylvania. We specialize in air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical contracting services. Our regular service hours are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can contact us at 717-362-9095 or like us on Facebook. So when you have an electrical problem, call Lance Electric.
You gotta know it. It's electric.
Number 87, Sam Kerwin out to kick. Sneeder and Hernandez.
This time Kerwin going to do the kicking duties. Hernandez takes the ball. This time he's going to be out to the 40-yard line. So 2:27 remaining here.
To the 40-yard line.
Nice to see Hayden Bellis back in the game, too.
We do have an update. The last update we have is that the Williams Valley was leading 20-0 at half. Mallory going to go long. Certainly shocked that we didn't see a flag there.
It's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct, number 7, it looks like.
Yeah, it's going to be unsportsmanlike on number 7, but I'd be a little upset if I was him too, as he was a lot of pushing and shoving there, Doss.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? But you're down by 16. You can't act dumb like that. I was pushing and shoving both ways. You know, and if you're number 7, you also got to look. We kind of pushed off from Cade, so
there definitely was some pushing both ways. Definitely pushing both ways there. But they let them play like that all night, so really wasn't any pass interference calls.
Yeah,
this evening at all.
You don't start it.
So they were consistent that way.
I think now it's safe to say you could probably rush through and drop your back.
We do have a final. The Vikings over the Bulldogs, 36-7 is what we're told. This time Mallory's going to...
He's taking out hard.
Did come down hard.
Picks up 14 yards.
Waiting for a flag to come in there for a late hit, but there was none, fortunately.
Well, they've been pretty subtle on that too. Some late hits and they haven't really been called.
2 minutes to go here. Mallory hits the man in the flat. That's Hernandez. He's going to dive forward. He'll stay in bounds.
Brings up 4th and 4. Delone Catholic takes a timeout.
So bring up 4th down and 5. Squire's going to take a timeout. 1:29 left in the ball game. So looking ahead, Doss, pretty good chance going to be playing the Southern Columbia Tigers. What do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
I guess you just go out and play them. You don't really know what you're supposed to do against them. They got 3 D1 commits in their offense. One going to Michigan, one going to I think Michigan State, and then one going to Ohio State. So you don't really know what you're supposed to do about that. I guess you can.
The thing of it is, I mean, I was reading an article just this week how Coach Roth, who's the longtime coach at Southern,
4th down and 5.
pretty much said that this is his best team he's ever had. So it'll certainly be a daunting task for our Trojans here.
Can't get much
in
better
2
than
weeks.
5 D1 commits on your team altogether. I mean, can't we get
Mallory rolls to his left. He pulls it. He's still on his feet running. And he's going to be out of bounds. 1:18.
Takes it into Trojan territory.
On the clock.
First down and
Trojans just need to keeping everything in front of them. Let the clock wind down. Let the time chew off the clock. And not have give up the big play.
That was pretty close to a holding call there on Malcolm. Oh, just poor Delone.
Trojan cheerleaders and student section are getting into it. They are celebrating. Mallory to his right. He fires, man open in the middle. And he's going to be in for a Delone touchdown. So 1:06 on the clock. Now, if Delone can make the 2-point conversion, could keep things interesting for another minute or so. However, they haven't made a 2-point conversion yet this evening.
love to see that too for the Trojans. Get your best players out there, stop them here, then get out there and expect an onside kick, recover this thing, and it's over.
Squires out for the 2-point conversion.
And I think they did get it.
Conversion attempt is good.
It is good. So 36-28.
The score upward off in
We're going to stay right here as the impending onside kick will be coming next.
Gets a little scary now. I mean, recover the onside kick, you got a chance. Got 2 timeouts, so you got a big chance.
They do have 2 timeouts. They will need to recover the onside kick. If they do not recover the onside kick, ball game is over.
Get your best hands in the field and hope for the best here.
Trojans have their hands team out there on the field.
So they're trying one of those little short squid.
Here we go. It takes a big bounce, and the Squires have gotten it.
Onside kick.
The Trojans just stood there and looked at it.
Kick is recovered by Delone Catholic. They'll take over first and
Got to
10.
be aggressive in that situation as the ball easily traveled 10 yards. That's a live ball. So now, the ball's going to be spotted at the 47-yard line. So Delone's not going to go away quietly. We have an injured player over there, Dawes?
Yeah, it looked like Jake hit someone pretty hard, but someone's helmet came off for the Trojans.
Is it one of our guys or one of their guys?
I believe it's one of theirs.
All right, we're going to take a break with the injured player on the field, and we'll be back right after this.
Storage sheds, garages, animal shelters, gazebos, playhouses, and more, Pine Creek Structures has what our customers are looking for. Each of our stores is stocked with a variety of buildings ready to deliver to your backyard. Or you can custom design your perfect building. Choose the colors, move the doors and windows, or add any of the hundreds of options we offer. Stop by your local store and talk to one of our shed experts, or visit us online at pinecreekstructures.com.
Krotzer Hardware is located on Main Street in Elizabethville, Pennsylvania. They have anything that you need to get the projects done around your house. We are open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have what you need from growing your garden to house repairs to painting or removing snow from your driveway. For more information, contact us at 717-362-8326 or come in and talk to one of our employees for all your hardware.
They do. All right, so here is the scenario. Delone trails by 8. 1:06 left in the ball game, and they have 2 timeouts remaining. Both stands are getting loud now. Mowry fires. That ball is well overthrown. Fortunate for the Trojans because the defensive back lost his footing. So that'll stop the clock with 59.5 seconds left in the ball game. Trojans just need to not panic here, keep everything in front of them, and keep the ball in play.
Rush your best forward, drop everyone back into coverage. You got to be expecting a pass. They're probably not going to be running.
Trojans only rushing 3, it looks like. Oh, here comes McAllister off the edge. Mallory's going to throw one up. And that kid just caught that ball. That was Hernandez. That was a circus catch, Dawson. 51.6 remaining, first down. The Squires have moved within up to the 26-yard line. Clock begins to run. 45 seconds and counting.
Like I said, it's going to come down to the last play.
Squires roll to the left. They fire. That ball falls incomplete with 36 seconds remaining in the ball game. That'll bring up second down from the 26-yard line. So Delone, give them credit for not just folding in the tents and calling it a night.
Got to step up here. No big completions.
Mowry throws one. And great defense there as two defenders were all over that Delone receiver. For a second there, looked like it had a chance. So third down and 10.
We got a timeout called.
Timeout by Delone. They're going to talk this one over. They have one timeout remaining. We're going to stay right here as well, my partner said it was going to come down to the last play of the game, and he might be right here. 29 seconds. Trail by 8. How big is that missed extra point and that field goal in the first half for Delone right now?
Well, I'll tell you what, makes it a... well, you know what? To start off, I think they probably should just went for 2-point conversions the entire game. The Trojans made 2, and that's an extra 4 points instead of going for just the 1 point. So, if you're Delone, you probably should just try to go for the 2s.
Trojan defense could use one of those big sacks coming up here right now to end this threat. Here we go, Mowry from the pistol. He's under duress. He escapes, and he runs out of bounds.
You called it.
So there's the pressure. Kerwin, McAllister applying the much-needed pressure there. Flushing and Bellis flushing Mowry out of the pocket.
Delone calls timeout.
Delone's going to take their final timeout, and they're going to be faced with a 4th down and 15 from the 25-yard line.
Well, it's got to be a 25-yard touchdown right here, or bye-bye Delone.
They can get a first down.
But they most likely have to get out of bounds to be able to run.
Well, the clock would stop until the ball would be set, so they'd have to get up. They could spike the ball if they would get the first down. But there's a lot going on right now in that huddle for the Delone defense. And if you're the Trojans, all you want to do is keep things in front of you. And if it is a Hail Mary in the end zone, bat the ball down.
Trojans student section going crazy right now.
The fans are in the air. Everybody's standing up for this one.
Got trips out wide.
Mowry rolls to his left. He lost it in the air, and that's going to be incomplete. And the Trojans are your District 3 champions.
Just take a kneel and get on out of here. It's freezing. I don't think a single fan in the stands feels the coldness right now.
So here we go. All it's going to take is for Ayers to take a knee in the victory formation. And UDA will be moving on to the state playoffs. And there it is. We're going to stay here as we're going to stay here for the trophy presentation.
36, Delone Catholic 28.
Congratulations to the Trojan coaching staff.
Came down to the very last play.
And the Trojan players on an outstanding run. 12-0 on the season, a District 3 and TVAA title.
Already.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to turn your attention to the center of the field for tonight's trophy presentation. First, we would like to recognize the District 3 Class 2A runner-up, Delone Catholic Squires, for a successful season. Let's have a round of applause for the Squires players and coaches. Now, District 3 Committee member Adam Schaefer will present the District 3 Class 2A Championship Trophy to the senior captains of Upper Dauphin Area High School. Congratulations to the Trojans for winning the District 3 Class 2A Championship and good luck in the state tournament.